Hi guys, and welcome back to Tangy Tea of Life. I'm your host Veronica. Friend Fatiyn is back again tonight, and we have a very special guest with us tonight, all the way from New York, Fatiyn.
There you go.
Hi Fatiyn.
Hey ladies, how y'all doing?
Good.
Thanks for joining us.
Yes.
My pleasure.
Welcome to Tangy Tea.
All right, it tastes good too.
Okay. Fatiyn is all the way, like I said, from New York. He worked with the radio station 107.5 WBLS. And we are so excited to have you sitting down with us as we read this email letter. But can you tell our audience a little bit about yourself?
Okay, real quick. As you stated, I work for WBLS in New York. I am a talk show host for a radio show called Open Line. I also produce 2 national syndicated radio shows for the Reverend Al Sharpton. I also produce a Quiet Storm show called Quiet Storm with Lenny Green. So I stay busy in radio. I love what I do, and I have 2 grown daughters. I have 5 wives, and that's just about it.
How long have you been in radio?
I've been in radio 28 years.
Okay.
Wow.
28 years. Most of that was part-time. I've been in radio full-time for 13 and a half years.
Cool. Awesome.
Awesome.
And I also work, I might as well say this real quick, I also work for Radio 1. A lot of people work in radio, they work for one company. I'm blessed to work for 2 companies in one company. Of course, Radio 1, which is TV 1 also, is black owned. So I'm
Right.
proud of that.
That's
Yes.
awesome.
And
Yay.
everybody knows about Radio 1, TV 1, WBLS, which
Right.
is like the #1 station
Yeah.
in New York.
Yes.
Right? Well, don't we feel blessed to have you sitting with us?
I feel blessed
Like us,
with
honey.
these 2 beautiful sisters here.
Thank
you. Okay, quick question. First question. The weather. How are you adapting to
The weather down here?
the hell here and the heaven up there?
Well, it's not. It's a little different right now. For the past 4 days, there've been tornado watches in New York.
Oh, wow.
So, and it's been raining every day, not all day, and then down here it's been hot. But this is the South, so I'm used to the heat. I pretty much don't do anything in the daytime. If we
Right.
do, we're in the car, we're in a building, we're
Right,
AC.
yeah.
So this is pretty much the way it is. One good thing about down here that right now in May, is that the nights have been decent. They have not been too hot. So right now everything's pretty good.
Cool.
Well, so glad to have you once again join us at the table.
Thank you.
All right.
Letter
So,
time.
you guys, we have an email letter.
Okay.
You all do not know what the letter is about.
But you do.
But I do. So let's get right into it.
Another long one.
Another long one.
Okay, let's sit back and drink tea.
Yes.
Sip tea.
Get
Sip
ready,
tea.
because this is a good one. All right, so it starts off like this. I am a 30-year-old white female married to a 47-year-old black man. My husband works all the time, so therefore we hardly spend any quality time together. My husband does not want me to work, and he pays all of the bills, but I do work part-time as a cosmetologist. He treats me like a queen. We do not have children together, and I do not have any children of my own, but he has a 20-year-old son from a previous relationship. I know you're thinking, so what's the problem? Well, I started going to the gym and working out with his son, who is very athletic and who is a health nut. His son is very attractive, and well, one day after working out, we came back to the house, and well, one thing led to another. Fast forward, we messed around for 3 months, and well, now I am pregnant, and I know the baby is not my husband because we have not been sleeping together. My husband came home one night, and I forced him to sleep with me so that he will think the baby is his. His son looks just like him, so he will not know the difference. I mean, it's not like I can tell my husband the truth. I am having this baby no matter what. I want to get a divorce from my husband because I fell out of love with him. I want to be with his son, and his son is feeling me too, but we don't want to hurt his dad. My husband and I have been married 4 years, been together for 5. I fell out of love with him the 3rd year of our marriage. I only stayed because he takes care of me. Any advice? Don't judge me. I just want to be happy and move on. By the way, I love your show.
Oh, thank you. See, note to black men: don't marry white women. I'm just kidding, girl.
Ooh, go ahead. Ladies first.
I'm just kidding.
Right out the right corner.
Mm-hmm.
OMG.
Man. Yeah.
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 You go dark, hey boy, I tell you, it's something.
That's deep.
Go. What they say? Go black and never go back.
That's what they say.
So she's 30 years old and she doesn't work, and the husband take care of her.
Well, she work a
She
little
part-time
part-time.
cosmetology.
Right.
Yeah.
And she's working out, and now she's screwing the son. Oh, son. Oh, son.
I see a lot of problems with this letter.
A lot. So where do we start?
Yeah, where do we start?
Well, I think one thing is that, to me, this is not too hard. This is not too hard, due to the fact that she said she fell out of love with her husband. That's number one. Number two, she doesn't want to hurt her husband. But unfortunately, if this child is the son's, which she says this is, then how is the son going to play it off that that is his
Brother.
Isn't that disgusting?
And not his son.
Yeah.
And then if she leaves her husband and get with the son, how you going to reverse that whole situation?
It's not going to work. I tell her that right now. That son is not going to be with you.
Nope.
Forget that.
For one, it's a 10-year gap. He's not even legal to buy you cigarettes and beer out the store.
20. Yeah.
Right. So he hasn't even lived his life. So if she thinks that he's going to, you know what? I can't even say what he ain't going to do. Because, I mean, you never know.
We don't know.
We don't know.
We don't know. But I'm saying it's not going to work because this is this guy's dad. I can see if it was just a stranger off the street.
Or his homeboy.
That'd be different. But this is his father. You think he's going to choose you over his father? I mean,
Well, he
you
did
do
if
have
he's-
some people that will do
I mean, I'm going to say
that,
he did do that if he slept with his father's
Oh,
wife.
gosh, yeah.
So he did choose her
Yeah,
over the daddy.
But
Yeah, and she didn't say about their relationship. Does he have feelings for her? He didn't say that. She didn't say, does the son have feelings
well,
for
she
her?
said he's
She
feeling
said
him.
he's feeling her.
Yeah, he's feeling me too.
Oh, okay. So at the end of the day, why can't it work? Because he is 20 and she is
30.
30.
It
That's
can
10
work.
years. It can work if he's into her.
Yeah.
And remember, she said she fell out of love with her husband, and you can't. And remember what she just said. I had to force my husband.
Yeah.
He's not home all the time. He's working all the time, and then I have to force you to have relations.
Yeah.
Then he knows that their relationship is not working. It's just pretty much dealing with a piece of paper and maybe a ring. That's about it.
And maybe he's cheating on her because what woman have to force their husband to have sex besides a man that's already done had a nut?
That's right. That's it.
I'm saying.
That's it. So at the end of the day, it depends on what she wants to do. And the first thing is her. She needs to decide her happiness.
Right.
And then have a conversation with the son to see where he wants to go. And then they have to sit their father down and have that conversation.
I would hate. Ooh.
Of course, we would
Can
hate
y'all
to do it,
please
but
have the conversation on Tangy T?
oh, I would love to see that.
Right. Come on. We welcome visitors.
That's right.
But look,
It's very messy.
very.
Oh, of course, it's very messy.
Very messy.
Yeah.
Like, I feel for this child that's getting ready to come into this world,
Mm-hmm.
like, who you gonna call daddy? Your
Right.
daddy or your
Real daddy.
Your grandfather?
Right.
right?
You want to call right?
Dad, you call, yeah, because that becomes your.
But she says she's not going to tell her husband that that's not his son. So that child's going to grow up thinking that the granddaddy is his daddy
That's correct.
until he die, and then everything will come to circle.
Well, God forbid if something happens and he may need blood,
Right.
and they go to the father and say, "Well, you're not a match."
Right.
But because that's his son, it would be some type of match.
Sometimes the blood doesn't
yeah.
always necessarily.
Lord Jesus.
Yep.
That's just and we're not judging you. She said,
Oh,
"Don't
no.
judge me."
Mm-mm.
I mean, we know things
Honey,
happen.
judge free, zone, judgment
Exactly.
free zone. We don't judge here.
Yeah.
I
which
wonder
is-
what made, at the end of the day, going to the gym with him, okay, and then one thing led to another, I understand that. But see, you're not being responsible. You already crossed the line.
Right.
But why not put on a condom? You know you're already dealing
Right.
with taboo. And then if your morals is, I don't want to have an abortion, I don't believe in that, then, see, I put this on her. This is all her
Oh,
fault.
totally.
Even if her and her husband do not have a marriage anymore, then you deal with that. But by having the relationship with the son and not being responsible and getting pregnant and I'm gonna have this child,
Yeah.
then at the end of the day, you have those hard choices. You made the bed, you gotta lay in it,
I
right?
I just wish that she would have went another route. I mean, we don't condone cheating,
Right.
but
But
with the son,
that's what. But why do we do things like that? When we cheat, sometimes we cheat with people that are close to us. We don't go way out the circle. We stay right in that circle. My
Not out
wife's
70.
girlfriend or my old school buddy. We don't get with
Well, I
that.
think with the ladies, it's an unspoken word. You don't sleep with your friends' exes. I mean, growing up, that's what I always thought.
Right.
I would never sleep with somebody my close friend have already slept with. If I wasn't married. And when I was growing up in college and stuff, I didn't do that. That's just an unspoken law. But everyone does not abide by that law.
Right.
And I, you know what, Tawana, and I've gotten into many debates about this because I slightly disagree with that, and I'll tell you why. It's straightforward. I think that sometimes when people get together, they may think in the beginning they're compatible. And then the person that they get with, it may be that ex or whatever friend, but they may be compatible. And what happens if they are able to go on and have a happy life,
Right.
and they're just happy and they have a beautiful family and they live the way they want to live? Do you not do that because, oh, well, I can't do that because that's taboo? I don't believe in that. I believe in going with your heart, being honest with it, and being responsible.
I kind of feel that way.
I
too.
agree, but that's just me. I would never sleep with a friend.
Now, when you say friend, you mean someone that's really, really close to you?
People
Or
that
just-
I've befriended throughout the years, even people I'm not even friends with now. And again, like I said, if I wasn't married, I don't see anybody they've dated worth me, dating.
How about if you see that cha-cha?
Well, I'm not going to become her friend. I take myself off that list.
I just don't know. No is no. I said no. No, I'm not doing it.
Alrighty then.
You would date one of your friends' exes?
No. And I would say that if it was, I'm married, but I'm saying
Right.
like, not someone really close to me. No.
Right.
That's off limits.
Right.
But if I'm like someone I see in a grocery store and speak to,
I
that's
mean,
different.
she ain't nobody. She just
Yeah, but a
A
true
passerby.
friend, no.
Right, yeah.
Yeah, and I told you how I feel, that at the end of the day, sometimes that happens. I told you the situation where, when we talked earlier, that when I met my wife, I went to meet her friend.
Yeah.
Now, what happened if me and her friend got together? Because as I got to know her friend, I realized that if we would have been in a relationship, I wouldn't have been happy with her.
Right.
Now, since I'm in a relationship with you, now I can't deal with your friend now. I'm glad that I didn't get in a relationship with her and got in with her friend, because me and my wife been together for 30 years. So you telling me I have to blow that happiness? I have to blow that happiness? I have
because-
two beautiful daughters?
No, because you went to meet the friend, but the wife, your current wife, they were together.
They were together.
Okay, so you felt that vibe before it even got serious. So that don't count. You felt that vibe. Oh, she ain't the one for me.
But I'm saying, what happens if? Well, I didn't. It's not about feeling the vibe. What happened is the one I went for was so interested in the program that night. She got up and moved and left her friend there, and we started communicating. Once me and this young lady started communicating, then the young lady that I went for started to show interest, and I decided, no, I'm not moving in that direction. But let's just say if I did move in that direction, and then
It
they
didn't
still
work.
friends,
Right,
and it
it
didn't
didn't
work.
work.
Now she's off limits, but we are more compatible.
I think
That's what I'm saying.
That's just the friend. That's just
Yeah,
what,
I think
what,
Tawan means like like if your friend been in a relationship.
yeah.
Okay.
You know, sleeping together and that type of relationship.
Not no just
has-
a one night stand thing.
Yeah.
That don't count.
Yeah.
Just, like years in a relationship. But back to Miss Queen, that he treats her.
Yeah, and I don't get that. Okay, this man treats you like a queen. Okay,
don't pay
that
no
you say you don't
bills.
pay no bills, but you still gonna come out and mess with his son. Why you couldn't find someone else to deal with? I'm just having a really hard time with that. You slept with this man's son. Do the son live with you all? Are y'all in the same house?
Yeah,
Well,
sounds like they are.
yeah, 'cause when she said when they got back to the house,
That's correct.
From the gym. So you're the personal trainer and lover.
that daddy need to beat him down when he find out. Am I wrong for saying that?
But
Yes, you are.
But again, you don't know what the husband is doing.
True.
Well, we're not gonna throw him under the bus. I'm
Yeah.
not gonna, because right now we don't know.
Right.
The only thing we do know is
He's
that
always
he is
at
not
work.
paying. He's always at work, and even though you're working and providing, you still have to put in some time, no matter what,
Yeah.
with your wife. And if you cannot do that, and then she says she fell out of love.
Right.
Yeah, once that's
the third
gone,
year.
the third year.
But she stayed because he was taking care of her.
Oh yeah, now she's a moocher.
Right.
Come
Well,
on.
y'all heard what I already said. I'm just kidding. But yeah, but they always say that the first 5 years are the most trying years
Yeah.
of a marriage. So and I understand, because my first marriage, by the third year, I was out. I was like, I don't want to be married. Marriage is not for me. This is not what I want.
Wow, that's
And we, when I separated, we remained, friends and all.
Yeah.
But I just wasn't committed to that marriage.
Wow. My first marriage, we were together as boyfriend, girlfriend longer than we stayed married. We got married in March and we was broke up by August.
Oh, damn.
So it really wasn't a marriage.
No,
What do you
it
call
wasn't.
that?
No, and see, we went on about it because of certain other things. We thought we were no, I'm not gonna say we thought we were in love. I think we were in love with one another.
Yeah.
But come to find out that she was still in love with her daughter's father. And she thought that she would be able to move on because when she compared me and him, I had more things going for myself and we were progressing as a family. But as time went on, she started to realize, and I realized, and I didn't want to compete with him.
Right.
So I'm not going to stay around and let you decide what you're going to do by going and dealing with him and see where you're going to go.
Right.
I had to end that marriage.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Well, see, I feel like her problem, and I would love for her to back up some. Why did you fall out of love with him the third year? Was he not sexually active with you then? Like, because we all know that. And we talked about this last week or so about how you can push someone away when you're not giving them the good at home. Like, whose
Right.
fault is it? So if this man isn't giving her the sex that she's looking for because that's her husband, is that why you moved on to the son? Because the son was giving you that attention,
She wanted to be loved, and everybody wants to be loved. She's
Well,
she's
why
she's
go
30
to the
years
son?
old at the end of the day,
Right.
and you know when you get hot and horny, and that person is there,
Yeah.
and like you said, I understand what you said. Well, maybe she can go outside that circle. It's not that easy just to go out there and just say, "Well, I'm gonna pick this one and go to sleep with." You get with somebody that
You're
they're
comfortable
seeing-
with.
Exactly. Both
But the
people come.
son,
I know, but at the time, sometimes what is taboo is more intriguing.
True.
Get those juices flowing. Oh, I know I don't supposed to do this,
Risk
but
taker.
Yeah.
there you go, being that risk taker, and then thinking about it. Remember, being intimate doesn't mean just starting at the physical act. Intimate
yeah.
starts mental.
And- Right.
Yeah.
In
And
the
they
mind,
ain't no
yep.
telling how long they've been saying little stuff to each other.
Right.
Getting in each other's head and
Or not saying it and holding it in, and when you hold
then when
that
that
in,
fire came.
woo, boy, that's why they made that baby on the first shot.
Yeah.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Well, now she's
Well, I
pregnant.
want to be
so-
nosy. Was it a quick year? Did y'all make love to some music? And I'm nosy.
That's
You
I'm
sure?
all in their bedroom.
Well, maybe they did a couple of rounds.
I know, cause he young and he got that stamina.
well, they messed around for 3 months.
Ooh, she got it good. She got
Yeah.
the good.
Yeah, poor husband.
Yeah, well,
Just divorce him and
Yeah.
decide on how you gonna raise the baby.
Exactly.
Who you gonna put down on the birth certificate as the
Put
daddy?
the real father down. Don't start that line.
Yeah, because you
one lie, then you got to build on another
Yeah.
lie, and then you create a house of lies.
So before she has the baby, she needs to come clean.
oh,
with,
of course.
Oh, that's a lot of stress.
Yeah,
Oh, I
To be
know.
carrying a
carrying,
baby.
But
right,
maybe
and
that.
pregnant.
Well, I think it's even more stress if you keep it and trying to live that lie.
Yeah.
Just might as well go ahead and get that out in the open. And if you can't be there, then the son's gonna have to step up and provide and help provide. But maybe he don't. Like you say, we don't know if he say, "Wait a minute, this is not what I want."
How did he know it's his?
Well, she can do
DNA.
Have you been with anyone else, ma'am, besides the son?
She didn't indicate it, but who knows?
Since the husband ain't knocking on no doors and
Nope.
But she
want
sound like
somebody to come in.
Okay.
So
But she sound like she's pretty
Sure,
clear,
yeah.
sure that that's the son because she's saying
we just
that,
joking. We know you ain't. We don't know, but
because she's saying that the baby is gonna look like the father. So
Right.
Because of the gene. You know, it's amazing. See, some men, and maybe she's assuming or know that he's stupid, and I use the word stupid for a minute,
Yeah.
because when my wife got pregnant, I got all in there. So when I don't know, you both ladies have children. We all have children. And I remember going to the GYN, and they had this little disc. And the doctor told me, well, even if you don't have that disc, when a woman
Conceive.
that last menses, you go 2 months prior, and that's the due date. Now she said, now listen what she said, I had to force my husband. Well, she had to know that she was pregnant. So at least 4 to 6 weeks already went by
yeah.
before she knew she was pregnant. Now you force your husband?
Right.
If your husband thinks back, he'll
Yeah.
realize, wait a minute,
I wasn't there.
I wasn't there that time. That was 7.5 months.
wow.
Ooh, I watch everything.
Then she have to say that and again, if she doesn't come clean, she's gonna have to say the baby was a preemie if it comes early.
Yeah, but see, if you go to the
That's
doctor,
just
the
too
doctor
much.
knows.
That's
yeah.
just
But
just-
that's if he goes to the doctor with her. He works all the
all
time.
the time.
Remember?
Yeah, she probably could live this lie. She may be able to live this lie. I just hate to see you live this lie.
Yeah, I don't understand why people
Yeah.
see all this we trying to focus on and trying to put together.
Exactly.
The lie's just gonna continue.
That's
Just
why I said just get it out on
Yeah.
the open and now be responsible, because you've done. Then you're going deeper into this quicksand.
Yeah.
It's gonna be harder to pull you out.
Yeah.
Lord.
Yeah, she got. I guess now if she's out of love with the husband, she might as well just divorce him.
But
Oh,
that's what she
yeah.
said she want.
But he takes care of her.
Right.
There ain't much money in the world who creates love,
No.
unless somebody wants to live their life like that.
Yeah.
And you've known, this is 2019. This is not 1930,
Okay.
where women don't have a career. They can go out there,
Right.
they can start off slow, they can get help from the state, and then get off of that and get yourself rolling. She says she does what? Cosmetology,
Cosmetology,
right?
mhm.
So
Well, he's gonna have to take care of her anyway
Why?
if they get
Why?
a divorce.
Why?
Oh well, unless
he
well,
can-
yeah,
he-
she did file for divorce. It's
Yes.
not like he's filing, right? But
It
she
doesn't
still
matter.
can
What-
get
what can she get?
alimony.
Why would she get alimony when she was the one that committed adultery?
He don't know that.
right, but if it comes out, ooh,
Well,
Yeah, if it
judge
comes
won't-
out, but he don't know. She just want a divorce, so he may have to pay her.
he may have to pay her.
Dang, she got you, sir.
That's it. See?
And
else?
son, you better watch out because if she do this to your dad,
Then what will she do to you?
you're right.
At the end of the day? And I'll be honest with you, unless the son really loves her, I don't think I just deal with my child and just move on. Because like you mentioned early on, you're 20, you want to live your life. I know what it was where I got married.
20.
I got married at 22. I wasn't ready for marriage.
That's how I think I was too.
Mm-mm. And
But I
then-
bought my first house at 25. So I think, cause we eloped. Yeah, we was married. I think I got married at 23 or 24, my first one.
Why you had to elope? You a grown woman.
Why did I elope then?
Yeah.
Ready to get married, but wasn't I don't know, just ready to get married.
Well, you could have got married, stayed home.
Right, but we went to the beach. We ain't went far, trust me.
See,
Wedding at the chapel, wedding by the sea chapel at the
Wedding by the
beach.
sea.
And shotgun weddings, huh?
Shotgun. I had on this one. Guess was big back then. I had on a Guess t-shirt and some Guess shorts and some Guess shoes. He had on a Levi shirt and Levi jeans and some Nikes, and my son had on a little Tommy Hilfiger outfit. My son was one, I think, at the time. Yeah, some Daisy Dukes. I got married to some Daisy Dukes.
Imagine that.
Well, we
at the beach.
Well, you very fashionable. That doesn't surprise me.
Listen, with my flats, anyway. Oh yeah.
You put it like when you got flats on, you look like you got heels on.
Oh, thank you. But yeah, we didn't stay long because I just wasn't after 3 years, and I just knew it wasn't for me.
But did you catch this when she said the son is feeling her as well, but he don't want to hurt his dad?
Of course, he doesn't want to hurt his dad.
So why would you sleep with her from the beginning?
Right.
Just intriguing. You know that was some good sex.
Or some good head?
Both.
Oh Lord.
Cause they been there for 3 months, and he wasn't just.
There's a lot of hollering and moaning and groaning.
And he black.
Lord,
Woo! He laid that pipe down.
Ain't it? She ain't want to go back. Bless
You
her.
said it, black, don't go back.
forgive me, Lord.
Ooh, the truth is the truth. The Lord gave us that. He gave us that.
Oh,
What
good.
he was
Talk about
doing.
forgive me, Lord. Girl, bad. Bad, baby.
Oh, God. Something had to keep him there for 3 months.
Yeah, but my advice to you, young lady, I know it's a tough bed that you've made, but I'll be honest with you, you need to stop living that lie. You see where you're at now, and it's just going to get worse.
Yes. Go ahead and tell that man the truth.
Yes.
I mean, if not for yourself, for this child. You don't want that child growing up thinking his granddaddy is his daddy.
And have a plan. Have a plan, because at the end of the day, and that's why this is interesting, because she may not do this, because if it comes out and she filed for divorce, then like you said, it's going to reverse on her, and the judge is going to look at this and say, wait a minute, you're filing a divorce, most likely she's going to say that they're not compatible, or he's not.
Irreconcilable
Differences, and then now the judge will look at it and say, wait a minute, this is adultery here.
Right. You got to pay all that back that he gave you.
If it gets that far.
Yeah.
You understand? So some people may say, I wonder what the folks out there, some people
Right.
say, well, maybe they'll live that lie. No.
Some people say, take it to the grave, girl. Don't say
Take it to
nothing.
the grave.
Take it to the grave, girl. Take it to the grave.
A lot of
I'm
people
some
do
people.
And you notice that in some of the families, I don't want to just say black family, but you've seen in some of the TV shows, we come to find out that the sister or the aunt that raised them you see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, because people
That's
hide
real
these
life.
things.
Yeah.
Because a lot of times people tip in the night, tip in the dark,
Yeah.
and a lot of things. I just come to find out that some of my cousins now that were further down the chain are now my first cousin,
Yeah.
because my mother's father was married to a sister, and he tipped.
But see, it was so common back then.
Yeah.
Like back in the day, like that stuff was
Common
very,
and quiet.
Yeah.
Now everybody trying to put 2 and 2 together.
Right.
Yeah, well, they had nothing extra to do. They had no television back then.
Yeah.
Right.
They had
No
nothing to do,
internet,
so
no-
that was the entertainment.
Yeah.
No, but the thing is, she have to live with that. If she try to take it to the grave, like my conscience won't be any good. Like I'll be thinking about that constantly.
Now, some people that, and it's so ironic that right now that the abortion laws, some states are changing the abortion laws.
Yeah.
And I can never tell a woman what to do, and I don't know what your views are, but I believe in pro-choice, meaning that a woman has a right to do what they want to do with their
Right.
body. So I can't tell her what and what not to do at the end of the day. Some people may say, hey, you know what, you created this situation. Some people will just say, you know what, this child may not have a heartbeat yet. I'm just going to go and, but she already said that she's going to keep the baby.
Yeah.
So since she made that decision, then you need to make other decisions
Right.
there.
And she got to be far along because she said they messed around for 3 months and now she's pregnant.
3 months, man.
Well, no, not really. I
Not
mean,
yet.
she's 3 months. Yeah.
She
Yeah,
probably
right.
got pregnant in the last month,
Yeah.
within the last couple of weeks.
Maybe, yeah.
How far along are you?
Right.
That's right. And what made you not protect yourself? Even if you went out there and did something, you could have did a morning after pill. See, there's a lot of things you could have done. I blame you. You're the fault. You're the fault.
But maybe they've been having sex for a morning after pill is $50. How many times have they had sex unprotected in 3 months? That's a lot of money.
Look,
So
unfortunately.
that's why they should have used protection
Yeah.
when they slept together.
I'm not beating you up like you said, but
Yeah.
you're the one that got to figure this out. And
You got a lot to think
What
about.
does son want you to do? He wants you to.
yes, that's what I would like.
Yeah.
to know.
What does the son want? Does he want you to keep the baby? Does he want you to?
Did you tell him yet?
I'm sure he knows. You don't think he'll know? Well, then that's a whole nother situation.
Exactly.
If he doesn't know.
Right.
Because she could be saying,
That
"Oh,
the
I slept with
father,
your
right?
dad."
Yes, and she lived there. Yeah, but the son may think, I know my father wasn't hitting this because the reason why I'm hitting it because he wasn't taking care of business.
True.
So he'll know. He'll walk around with that in the back of his head. I wonder if this is my child. And there's something about us men that when we have offspring, unless you just a real low down person, you're proud of your offspring.
Mm-hmm.
See, I'm the kind of man, I don't have any outside children, but I believe in that if I did that, I'm gonna live up to my responsibility. I that's how I am. That's how I was brought up, and that I've been brought up around men.
A lot of men.
Yeah, that don't do that, and that's
Yeah.
and I'll call them out. I don't care because
Yeah.
we go out there and I've done my share of things, but at the end of the day, I don't have any outside children. But if I did, I would take care of my children. My brother, my children, they would know their brothers and sisters.
Right.
Yeah, but a lot of people don't think like that. But that will be the right thing to do.
Yeah.
Well, girl, I don't know. Send us a follow-up letter.
Please do.
Let us know what's going on.
That's right.
Have you told the son? Have you told your husband? Like, what is really going on,
Yeah.
at this moment?
Yeah. At this moment.
And come to the show.
Come to the show. Don't go on Cheetahs. Come to us. It'll be more civil. Cheetahs, they start fighting.
Right.
Nope. No judgment zone, no fight zone.
That's right there. Come on over here and have some, you know what, sip some tea with us.
Sip some tangy tea.
Tangy tea.
Well, we
Of
wish you the
life.
best of luck, even though what you did was crazy in my eyes. But we know that things do happen. But we wish you the best of luck, whatever decision you make. Well, guys, that's gonna do it for Tangy Tea of Life. Thank you, Fatiyn, for coming.
My pleasure.
Sipping
and thank
tea
you
with
for,
us.
And thank you for having me. I enjoy you both.
Thank you.
Yes. Do you would you like to share your social media information with folks? How they are,
Yes. Let me just put everything out there. For Facebook, it's Fatiyn. It's spelled F is in Frank, A is in Apple, T is in Time, I is in India, Y is in Yellow, N is in Nancy, 2525. Twitter is just Fatiyn, spelled the same way, 25. My email is Fatiyn2525@gmail.com. So that's how you can reach me out there.
Cool.
Fatiyn is doing big things
Big things.
all the
Trying
way
to.
from New York.
Hey.
The
Yes.
big city of dreams. Everything in New York ain't always
In
what
New
it
York,
seems.
unfortunately, I'm not surrounded by two beautiful women.
Oh, thank
so
you.
maybe I need to come down here a little bit more.
Yes, please. You're welcome to the table anytime.
There you go.
Anytime.
Anytime you're here. Thank
I
you.
know she's married, hubby. I got you. I know. You married? Yet?
I'm
No?
married.
You married?
I've
Okay.
been
so I-
13 years.
Okay, so both husbands give you the bro hug. We cool. We cool.
But
But you have beautiful women, brothers.
Thank you.
Oh, thanks.
Y'all ain't married to a white man, are you?
Oh, no, honey.
Well, no,
I don't eat nothing pink. No pork, no... We finished.
Alrighty
You
then.
eating stuff now, huh?
That's gonna do it for Tangy
No.
Tea of Life.
You eating things, huh? Ooh.
No, I'm just saying.
What's on your menu?
I don't eat. No, I don't. Pink is no.
She was talking about like tuna or
You-
wait. That's wait.
What are you talking about? You said tuna. She's talking sausage. You're talking tuna.
Oh God! Wait a minute.
Where did this go?
I'm saying, wait a minute. How we get on me on this subject? If you'd like to be a guest on Tangy Tea of Life, you can reach us at tangyteaoflife@gmail.com.
Yeah.
Facebook page is Tangy Tea of Life. I am Tawan.
I am Brother Fatiyn.
I'm Veronica. Thank you so much for watching, guys. Please like, share, and leave comments below, and we will talk to you in the next video.
There you
Bye.
go. Peace.